Hi, it's Janice from Home Health and Spirit. Tonight I want to show you all about the features and how to use and care for the Desert Mist Diffuser. This is an absolutely beautiful diffuser and it has so many features. So just remember, it does come with a booklet in case you forget some of the features or how to do different things with it. Before I fill it, let me show you how to care for it and how to clean it, because once I have it running, I won't want to dump out the water with the oil. The cover comes off, and then you have two pieces. Inside here is an ultrasonic plate, which you will find in all the diffusers I know that I have. This is what you want to keep clean, because if residue from essential oils clog that up, then the diffuser won't give off a mist. So what they suggest to do is to use a Q-tip and some rubbing alcohol. And they say after every use. Honestly, I don't do it after every single use. Sometimes I do it once a week. But you can just take the Q-tip and just clean out that area. And just make sure that stays clean of any residue of essential oils. Now, another thing you could do is if you have thieves cleaner, I know some people like to use a little thieves cleaner in there, and you can use a nice cloth and just keep it nice and clean that way. I like to use a nice cloth with thieves cleaner once in a while. It's not necessary that often, but just to keep the top nice and clean and shiny. And that's really all you have to do to take care of it. You know, just rub it inside too so it stays clean. And that's basically how you care for it. Now, I just want to get the outlet, how to use it. The first thing, my biggest hint and tip, is before you fill this with water to put the plug in. Let me just take this out of the outlet. The plug is totally separate, and so many times I've caught myself, I filled it up with water and then I'm trying to put this in there, and obviously I could spill some water. So put the plug in the bottom. There is a vent here, and I also want to mention there's little legs so that the vent stays up. It's the air intake. Never clog this up. Never put this on upholstery or anything that's soft or any type of fabric. Make sure it stands up and it's on a hard surface so that air can circulate under there. Something I like to do is if you have a pretty tray or a clear tray, sometimes to protect some furniture, you may want to put your diffuser on a tray, because essential oils, if they drip, they can wear away some surfaces, so you do want to be careful. The other thing I'll just mention, sometimes people will say to me, oh, the diffuser leaks, and it doesn't leak if you put the top on properly. So let me mention this also. Do you see how this piece right here bends in a little bit? The same thing happens right here. It bends in, and when you are putting the top on, as long as you line them up, the diffuser shouldn't leak. But just in case somebody knocks it over or you spill some oil accidentally, if it's a surface that might be damaged by oil, again, you might want to have some kind of little tray, but nothing soft. You want to make sure that the air can get under there. So then you take the plug and you put it in the receptacle for the plug, and just make sure it's in there tight. Okay, and then I just move it to the side so try not to block that, and put it down, and then you can plug it in the wall or plug it in right before you're ready to start. Okay, then you're going to notice there's two buttons. There's a power button and a light button. And what's nice about this diffuser is it can be used in combination or separately. You can diffuse while you have lights, or you can diffuse, like say for example, you want to diffuse on your nightstand as you're sleeping, but you don't want a light on all night because it'll disturb your sleep. You can diffuse without any light. Or you could do the opposite. Say you have it in a room where you want a night light, but you don't want the diffuser on, then you can just put the light function on. So that's why this diffuser has two separate buttons. One will control the diffusing, one will control the lights, and they can work independently, and one and not the other. Also, when the water is used up, the diffuser will shut off automatically. However, the light you must shut off manually yourself. So again, when the water runs out, the diffusing automatically stops, but the light function will stay on until you turn it off. So once you've put the plug in and you make sure it's secure and you've plugged it into the wall, you add water. With this diffuser, you can use any water you want. It could be tap water, distilled water, purified water, whatever. And I don't know with the lighting here if you can see, but there's just a ring right here that you can see. That's your fill line. If you go over the fill line, the diffuser might not work. So don't go past the fill line. And then you'll go, oh, hi Jane, I'm glad you're watching. Then you're going to add between 8 and 12 drops of essential oil. Now, for people who are new to diffusing, I want to explain, you can just use one essential oil. So for example, say you want to add orange. Orange is really bright and cheery and it's a nice oil to diffuse. So just put your 8 to 10 drops or so. It's not an exact science. I've heard people say start with 5 or 6 drops. I personally do 12 and 14 because I like it to smell strong, and you hear me say this in all my videos. I really love my oils. But you could also put a combination. So orange is just a single oil, and so is lemon, and joy is a blend. So I love them all combined and separate. So I'm just going to add 4, 3, 4. I'm going to do 12 drops just because I like this combination and I want to do 4 of each. So it's orange, it's lemon, and it's joy. I also make a spray out of this sometimes. And a couple of little hints. In case you're considering combining some oils and you don't know if they're going to smell nice together, you can just put a drop of each in, oh, more than one came out there, but you can put a drop of each in your hand and see what they smell like together, rub it together. You can breathe it in and, you know, you might decide you like it, you might decide you don't like it. Also, you do not have to put even amounts in. Maybe you want this to smell really citrusy, so maybe you'll do 5 drops of lemon and 5 drops of orange and only 2 drops of joy. So there's no rules with this. And again, if you're just starting out, just put 1 oil in, just put lavender in or whatever you want to do. But you're going to have that in there. And then you're going to put the cover on. And again, it's very, I just want you to see, you see that little piece? It's very important that that lines up with the corresponding part on the top. And you hear it just clicked in. That will prevent any leakage. And then you put the pretty cover on. Okay, so now let's see. You have the 2 buttons, and the first one is going to control the output. You can press it once, and that's going to be on high mode, and it's going to, and a bright light will go on, and this is going to diffuse on high output for 5 to 6 hours. If you hit it a second time, it's on low output. It won't steam as strongly, and it'll last for 8 hours. And if you hit it a third time, it's going to be intermittent, and it will last for 10 hours. So sometimes you might want to have it diffusing all night while you're sleeping, so you might put it on the 10-hour mode. So, okay, so that's that. So now the light, so that's the power. And now with the lights, if you hit it once, it starts off on a bright light color. If you hit it once, it'll be a little dimmer. If you hit it a third time, you're going to have a candle flicker mode, which you can see in the video. Depends, you know, it's a little hard with the video and the lighting, but it flickers like a candle. And then if you hit it again, it's going to run through a series of, I think it's 8 colors. And I'll wait for a minute or 2 and I'll talk and I'll let it run through the different colors. You're not going to get the same effect. Like right now it's orange. Let's see, and there's, yeah, okay, I'll put it a little closer. Those lines are just a function of the video. Those lines are not really waving through. And anyway, you can let this run through all the colors. And then if you want to stop it on one color, you can do that too. Let me just let it go through. Let me let it go through just so you see all the colors, and it comes back to red. Very pretty. It has that trellis pattern. Okay, so you're getting an idea. Of course, there's nothing like seeing it in real life, but I just wanted to show you that. And then it's gonna probably, we'll go back to red. And then I'll show you, you just press it again if you want to stop it. Okay, so if I hit it again, it'll stay on that one color. So let me just see if there was anything else I wanted to tell you. I think that's it. But I hope you do enjoy your Desert Mist Diffuser. And remember, if you have any questions, you can always ask me. You can look at the book. There's videos online. And enjoy. It's a beautiful diffuser. And it smells good. Orange, lemon, and joy. You've got to try that. Okay, have a good night, everybody. Bye.